They're really taking the 3.75 to the next level with this line and the previous wave with Ahsoka and Maul. Here's Lando in a shooting and aiming pose, which looks really cool.
Sean Solo Geeks.
Hey, what's going on? It's Sean Solo 8, and I'm back with another Star Wars The Vintage Collection action figure review. From Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, we have Lando Calrissian. You can see the background picture straight out of The Empire Strikes Back. To me, it looks like the scene where he's walking in and Han has just been tortured and he's talking with Leia. You have the Kenner logo down here on the bottom. In package, he looks very bloated, man, just like he ate a really big meal, like he's not sure what's going on. But you can see the cloth cape there on the background. He does come with a little blaster. Nothing on the side of the package. On the back, you can see he is VC205, and I do have all the figures in this wave on the channel, so feel free to check those out after this video. But without further ado, thanks for checking out today's video, and let's take a closer look at Lando Calrissian. And boom, Lando Calrissian is out of the package, and you know what? This guy is phenomenal. Very Black Series-like, apart from he's missing the rocker ankles. It's okay. I'm sure we're going to get there one day where these guys are going to be perfect. But the hip joints, the cape, the face mold, the blaster, the way he holds it, he can pose. He's awesome. People are going to love this guy. And here's Lando in a shooting and aiming pose, which looks really cool. You can see him jumping out of the Falcon, just pointing that blaster. And the cape, you know what? It rocks. You can see the stitch in there that just went by in the back. But overall, this is probably my favorite figure out of the wave, which is kind of crazy. If he just had those ankle rockers and maybe throw some butterfly joints on these guys, it would be dynamite. Highly recommended. And here's showing Lando off in a kneeling pose, which looks actually really good. They're really taking the 3.75 to the next level with this line and the previous wave with Ahsoka and Maul. I mainly put him in this pose because I was trying to get his arms crossed and standing, which I'm going to try here next, but I just have to show this off. It looks super cool. I can't quite get him to cross his arms. It's pretty darn close. If you squeeze him, you could, but for people that like to do toy photography, it's close enough. Maybe one day we'll get some butterfly joints in this size of a figure. For size comparison, here's Lando standing next to Leia. Looks pretty cool. You can see from the size of Palpatine, Tebow, and IG that, yeah, he's about the right size. If I go ahead and pull out Rogue One Vader, yeah, you can see he's definitely about the right size. Quick look at Lando's blaster. I really like this one because it actually feels more sturdy and less breakable than a lot of the other weapons that we get. It is a little flimsy, but it does feel a lot more sturdy, and I do like the paint job on there. Let's go ahead and pull Lando up a little bit closer and take a close look at him. You can see the face paint looks dynamite, man. They did such a good job, didn't they? Love his mustache, his eyes, his hair. The sculpt and the paint applications are just phenomenal. There's some nice stitch in the cape here. You can see it just flips up just a little bit, and it's just on a string around his neck, which keeps wanting to climb up on him. The back of the cape has a beautiful like leopard skin type design, and there's two little stitches down here on the bottom to help give it that flow, but I think it looks cool. You can tuck it around either way. It really does add to the depth of this figure. His arms, you can see the little bit of silver paint on his wrist there, which looks pretty cool, like he's about to call Lobot, which, you know, we're getting really soon, which is awesome. There isn't one on this side of his arm. His shirt looks just like you'd expect. This piece right here doesn't really do too much, but it's great to have it because we can actually twist and turn him. But they do sacrifice the split in the waist to move it up here, which I actually prefer it up there anyway. The legs are actually perfect, just the way I like them. They kick up and back in any direction. There's a nice swivel cut in the thigh. Single jointed knee that pops up tremendous. Look at that. Again, no rocker, but he does have a really nice hinge, as I showed you on the turntable. This one's a little stiff, but this one I got moving pretty good. But yeah, those boots are nice and shiny. Some peg holes on the bottom. His arms pop up about that high. He's got a single jointed elbow, which moves up really, really well. I do love the texture on his arms. It looks absolutely cool. There is a swivel in the wrists. He does have a nice hinge in there too. So yeah, they definitely did a good job on this figure, that's for sure. I think he's just fantastic. Getting the cape off, it looks like, look at the head. They've got the double ball peg in there. That's going to wrap up my review of Lando Calrissian. If you want to see any of these other figures, they are up on the channel. Click on one of the videos you see up on the screen. And until the next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.